Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I have good news and I have bad news. And so I just want to bring them to you. And the very, very good news is that my channel has now hit 1,000 subscribers, which I've been making videos for like 5 years, and it's been a slow growth of this channel. And so I'm just so happy for anyone who has subscribed and who finds value in these videos. I feel super excited that it has made it to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, just do so now. But I just feel really grateful. And today was going to be kind of a celebration video. Now that I've hit 1,000 subscribers, I was going to do a big video about how I healed myself and give a lot of like insightful information on the physical as well as the mental and emotional. But unfortunately, that video won't be coming today because I have had a setback, and I just want to open up and be honest to everybody. It's been going on for about 2 weeks, and it's been getting worse and worse. And at first I thought I was just having a bad day, or I was having some symptoms and they would pass quickly. But they're very some of them are very old symptoms of pain and toxicity. Very just anyways, without going into all the symptoms, these are back, and it's making it a real struggle to do everyday stuff again. It's making, I'm really suffering a lot, and I've been getting, I was going to be talking about detox, but actually it's interesting that I actually have to go through this with myself. And I was going to start in the new year going through like how to integrate the mind-body work with the actual physical work of healing and the physical detox and the physical things that you need to do to kind of combine them and marry them into one protocol. But I probably won't be waiting until the new year now, since this is the case, and I now have to redo this on myself and with myself. I know I've been through enough setbacks over the course of this illness that I know, even though my mind tries to tell me, you're screwed, this is it, you're gonna be sick forever, this will never go away again, it's back, and all these questions come up, like, what did you do, what did you eat, what's the environment, the triggers, like, it goes through the whole litany of things that I know you're familiar with. And even still, even though I'm so solid in knowing that this will go away, it still throws me off, and even I, succumb to the suffering in the moment, and it happens. It happens. So don't beat yourself up. But what we want to do is we want to get very clear when we're in a setback. So a lot of good things are going on right now. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. My kids are back at school, which is exciting. I've been building a new house, which incidentally I don't know how I'm going to pay for, but I thought closer to starting in January I would go out and get a job, and that I could handle all that. And now I don't know. I'm very stressed about that. But anyways, the house is being built. There's a lot of good things happening, and then there's a lot of not so great things happening, right? The stress of the house, the stress of the money, and now a setback, a huge setback, right? So it's just not a minor setback, or I wouldn't bring it to you, but it's like, it feels indicative of a couple of years ago, that kind of level of setback. And so this morning I probably wouldn't have made this video because I was literally reduced to near tears. I have done some things that have helped through out this day, including a lot of detox activities. I've done several enemas, I've done some stuff. So now I'm feeling okay enough to make the video, and I'm feeling a lot better right now in this moment. But I know it's sort of been happening for the past 2 weeks. It comes in waves, right? Like every couple of hours, if I don't do certain protocols, it'll slam me, and then it's good. It's almost like when you're sick and you're very ill with food poisoning, and you feel poisoned inside. That's the feeling that I have. This is the symptom that has come back, and I'm, trying not to spiral into the what did I do and how did this come back. But I equate it to like having food poisoning, where you feel just ill, you have the chills, you feel like you're sick inside, you feel just toxic, and then you throw up, you have a really kind of good feeling come over you for a bit, like, oh, it's better. And then within like an hour, 2 hours, it's all back and you're like in that same position again where you have to throw up. And then after the throw up, you feel good. And then it just kind of goes on, right? The poison it's sort of like a relief and then a build up, right? And so this is happening with me, and I'm using the detox enemas as a way to get that relief every few hours as needed, almost like you're throwing up with food poisoning. You get the relief and then it's a slow build up again, but nonetheless it comes. And I will go into, like, I am going to be figuring this out for myself. So, but I think this is a good video to just put it out there and say, we're going to start doing the physical healing again. We're going to look at the physical body. We're going to look at everything that needs to be done to heal, right? I have such a plethora of information, and I've spent so much money, like over hundreds of thousands of dollars on healing. I've tried so many things that didn't work. I've enrolled in so many programs, whether it be a $1,000 program or a $3,000 program. I've enrolled in a $30,000 program. I've gone away to detox clinics. So I am telling you that I know what I'm talking about. I know what works. I know what doesn't work, but I know a lot of it is physical, and you do need to address that. This past year, I haven't been addressing that because I feel the mind-body spiritual healing is so much more important to get right, or you don't have a chance at doing the physical right. But I think it's important now that we marry them together and we move forward with the physical healing that it takes to really regenerate, rejuvenate, and detoxify and cleanse and restore and rebuild your body, your physical body, while we keep in mind our emotional mind-body healing, because these are a team and we really need our minds to be strong, right? We're not shaming ourselves. We're not in guilt. We're not in blame. We're not scared, and we're not doing things out of fear, right? A lot of times and I know this myself, it is hard not to get caught up in it, like especially with this setback. I know it's hard not to think, to do things out of fear, like you're almost reacting, right? We've talked about videos where you react. It's a fight or flight response, and when the pain comes or the suffering comes or the symptoms come, you react. It's a reaction to them, and you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta push myself harder, I have to heal better, and you spring into action, and it's not going to help you because it's out of the fear response, right? Or the running away response or the freeze response. You're not going to make good decisions. You're not going to make logical decisions. You're just going to start like, what can I do? And you're just going to start throwing everything at this. And we don't want to do that. We want to be centered. We want to be loving to ourselves. We want to be calm, committed. We have to stay loving with ourselves. We have to stay aware and present so that we don't go off on these tangents. And we have to heal systematically with a detached, like, way about it. And we have to become aware of our present thinking and our present moment so that we don't spiral, because often there's so many things that you can do in physical healing that it's overwhelming. And there's pressure to heal, and there's your perfectionistic personality and your people-pleasing personality and like your drive to succeed personality, and all of these things come up in the mix. So if we're not grounded and centered as we make these decisions, right? Slow down, breathe, get centered, meditate on it, think on it. Feels like life and death when you're in a suffering setback. The moment feels like life and death. And yes, there's certain things that I'll be going through that can help in those moments so that we can calm the body, we can take a minute, and then we can decide with clarity how we are going to continue forward, what we're going to do, right? And you may not have all the answers. We certainly don't have all the answers, but we can make a pretty good slow, rational, thoughtful plan, and we can put it together that really is in alignment with our emotion, like that it makes us feel good. It feels right to us. This feels, and we're not just reacting and doing things that don't align with our intention and how we really feel inside, right? Like all of a sudden today or yesterday, maybe a couple days ago, like all the diet drama comes up out of me when I'm suffering, and I'm like, what did I eat? You know, what diet should I do? What is the best? Like, I got to get back on X diet. And while that might be a path, in that moment, I was just reacting. I was just like reacting to the pain and suffering and making a choice, like trying. I would have been making a choice. Had I made it in that moment, I would have been making a choice that maybe is in alignment with how I truly feel. And so when you're incongruent, when you don't actually believe that that's the diet you should be on, but you're doing it because that's what you think could help or make a difference or whatever, like you have to really be in alignment with your heart, with your soul, and with this intuition inside you. So as we move forward, I'm going to start making videos about the physical aspects of healing. We're going to bring it all together, and we're going to do this step by step along the way so that we can use our emotional mind body tools that we have and that we've built up and that I've shared all year. And if you haven't watched them, please go and watch them. And we are going to use that, which is the pillar, the number one pillar, to make a good plan, to make something that we feel happy with, to go forward in love and gratitude and with a willingness and an openness and expanding. And there's all kinds of things that we need to do as we do the physical, or you're incongruent. It's a waste of time. It might work, but it'll always come back. It's like you have to meet these two. They're one. The mind, body is one. So we're going to work on the body and we're going to work on the mind at the same time. And we're going to bring them together so that they're married and every aspect of you feels like that step that you're taking is the right thing, right? That's a good plan. That's a good decision. You feel at peace as you do it. And that's what it takes to heal, because all the reactions and all the fear and moving out of anger or fear or however you're moving and reacting to the situation will not help. Okay, so again, this is a very happy and sad video. I wish that this wasn't happening to me, and if I could figure it out for the life of me, how this setback and this toxicity syndrome started again, I would have all the answers, wouldn't I? But as it stands, I've done this before. I've been in setbacks before. I've navigated my way out of them. I trust the process. I trust the human body. I trust my spirit. I trust my body. I know that movement forward is possible, and it's not always fast, but it's possible, and it happens, and never to give up. So I know that this too shall come to pass. And so we're gonna focus on a few different things as we go forward. And again, I'm gonna try to enjoy also what's around me, my family, my life, the house I'm building, the fact that you guys have subscribed to this channel, and I finally have 1,000 subscribers. I finally feel like, wow, my videos could be worth watching. Someone has subscribed, like it feels good. And I don't think I have enough watch time hours to actually monetize the channel, but maybe in a couple of months that will come as well. Anyways, my husband just walked in, so I'm gonna end this video, and I will see you in the next one.